Yeah, what it do, baby? Today we're talking about Green Goku, and we're talking about him only in a format where there's only set 10 cards allowed. Thank you for watching, subscribing, going to the Facebook channel for Vegeta Saiyan Army, where we try to make Vegeta great again. So, if you're going to the championship stores, to the store championships. It's only going to be set 10. It's going to be best of 3. It's going to be only Swiss. On participation, you're going to get this secret rare. If you win, you get the foil version. You're going to get one of these 10 foil cards. If your store isn't already stealing from you guys and selling it, you're going to be able to get these on entry. You're going to get one of these. One of you 10 is going to be really lucky and get a draw ape, and the rest, you hate to see it. And then you're going to get two of these on entry. How cool is that? So it's 2 on entry, 1 of these on entry, 1 secret rare on entry. Let's go to the deck. The reason I'm talking about Green Goku today for like the 80th time is because I'm so used to him. I want to talk about Pilaf and I want to talk about Yamcha because those are both very good. But I haven't even played against any yellow or blue decks with Pilaf. I want to get really good. I want to know him. I don't like doing deck profiles unless I know the deck is good or I completely understand the deck. So I'm working on it. I'm going to get to the, because a lot of you guys are going to take Pilaf, and it's going to be 4 tournaments, at least in my area. So I'm probably going to be taking 4 different decks. And I did top 16 with Green Goku, so I know a lot of them. I did that in Coco, so I'm really used to them. So if you guys want to play Green Goku, this is the place you want to do it. This is the same old deck, different shell, same old dick, new Magnum. So if you guys want to go to the description, click on my deck, right? After you click on the deck and you're logged into Shenron's lair, hit copy my deck, right? And then edit it your own self, you know, if you want to make a few changes. But you can use this as a net deck, as a suggestion, however you want. And then after that, hit on Shenron's lair. I have it right here. Why am I not just showing it to you? You see on tap? Yep, you can hit on tap and it'll copy it to your on tap, so you can just, or Octagon, and you can just have it saved there, so you can build a deck on Shenron's lair. If you guys don't know, a lot of you guys know, and then just take it to on tap and test it. That's how I do it. Or if you want, just go to clone or copy or whatever this is, and copy mine, and then edit it yourself. There's no shame, in my opinion, from net decking. I mean, you learn. That's how you learn, right? That's how you. A couple of friends of mine that served in the Marine Corps with me, we went to Korea and they taught us how to shoot and ski at the same time. We went to Cali and SEALs taught us how to clear rooms sometimes. Like you learn from people. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't understand the hate against net decking. But you learn. You want to improve yourselves, you know? Son Goku is the leader that I'm talking about today. When he attacks, you burst 3, you draw 1. When one of your cards is KO'd, you awaken by drawing 1 and tapping 1, or you can awaken when your life is at 4 or less by drawing 2. On the front side, he still draws 1 when he swings and he bursts 3. Activate main or battle, you can crit 2 life and place every battle card on your opponent and your board in a drop area. Place, not KO, 1 distinction to think about, and 2, it doesn't work against cards that can't be removed, like your Goku, which is really cool. The 5-drop, that is. So the deck we're running, again, is in the description. Go check it out. The first spice I want to talk about that's on here is the 2-drop Mira Faithful Servant into the Mira Explosion of Energy. This is a spice that belongs to my buddy Ken. He's a really good deck builder, and everybody's different. And I told him I'm stealing that. That's a good idea. So yeah, if you have no battle cards in play, you can play the 2-drop, tap 3, go into the 5-drop, and the 5-drop is a 25k critical attacker that makes your opponent warp 2 cards when played. Also, it has barrier. So a barrier 25k critical attacker that makes you warp 2 is really good. The Unison that we have is the Bardock at 4 and the Frieza at 2. Bardock, obviously, once a turn, he KOs something from your combo area, so you can't combo against him. He's fucking snapped. The +1 is that you blow up one of your 1-drop green cards, and your opponent has to drop a card in response. And it's also a great finisher. If you -3, he gets 5,000 in triple attack. Hey guys, I wonder, it doesn't say on the website if you can use the Volume 6 packs But if you can and you open up a cooler, put it in the deck because it's like, once cooler comes out, this deck's gonna get so much better because you're gonna be minusing 3 with Bardock, swinging 3 times, tapping 4, playing cooler, swinging 5 times. So like, I do wonder if you can add coolers if you open them on entry to your decks. Find out, discuss amongst yourselves because I don't know. So honestly, what you want to do is turn 1, you play a 1-drop green card, hopefully a blocker like Gohan. He's a 1-drop blocker that's unique. So you play him turn 1, he gets KO'd, and you awaken. If your opponent doesn't understand how Bardock works, they're not going to swing at you because they think they don't want to awaken you early. So they'll like, if they have to swing and draw, they just won't do it. And then, okay, turn 2, just play the Bardock, KO the 1-drop, and it procs your awakening. How cool is that? Now, if you do that, by the way, Gohan does come in for free. If there's no battle cards on board, you can play him for free after you play Bardock, or Frieza for that matter. And then, when they drop a card, you can play the 3-drop Son Goku, Power of Legend. He's 15k critical, and he's amazing. I'm playing him at 4, even though in Coco I played it at 3 in my competitive build. There's 2 sides of this. On one side, he is completely busted. I honestly wouldn't swing at leader in Coco unless it was with Goku, Power of Legend, or Surprise Attack Frieza, because I just swung with criticals the whole time, and my leader was just swinging at Unisons for advantage. And then I would go for a game with a leader or Unison. But I have it at 4 though, but on the other hand, it's got no combo, it's a black card you can't charge, and you can't even drop it as a cost for dormant potential. So I'd run it at 4 just because it's so busted. So the point would be like to play the Bardock, KO a 1-drop, play the Goku, swing for critical. The 2-drop Unison Frieza. The +1 is that you draw a card, and then you put a card back into the deck, and then the Unison gains critical. The -2 is that your opponent, for that turn, can't swing with battle cards unless they KO a battle card of 2 or more. So, actually the -2 is really good, by the way, but the +1 is awesome because you get to stack your deck. It's good for Ginyu leader, which, by the way, go to my channel, check out the Ginyu profile for set 10. But when Frieza puts cards back on the top of your deck, you can do this. Like I was doing it in Coco, I would put Ribriands on top of my deck and then burst with my leader so I can burst them into the drop area, you know? You can do this with your Piccolos or your Krillins so that you can burst them because you need them in a drop area to proc your 5-drop and 4-drop Goku effect. Dormant Potential Unleashed, it KOs a 1-drop. It KOs battle cards whose energy equal up to 2 or less, right? So you can pick 2 1-drops or 1 2-drop. Then if you drop a green card, your opponent can only attack 1 more time for the rest of the turn. It's a 1-drop green extra card that's free if you have a Unison on board that's green. And it doesn't negate the attack, so watch out for that. The fact that it doesn't negate the attack kind of sucks, but that negates this set. The 1-drops are great. There's a lot of 1-drops in this deck. Bulma is snapped. Any of the 1-drop cards that search, every color has one, but they're all great. Bulma's kind of the best one because she has a second utility of working with the Bardock Unison. When you play her, you look at the top 5 cards from your deck, and you get to add 1 green Unison card with a specified cost of 2, or 1 green Saiyan card that's 3 or less, and add it to your hand. The 1-drop Krillin, when you play it, you can choose one. He can either be a blocker, or he can search for a Unison. He searches the top 5 cards, yeah. The 1-drop Piccolo, you can either make him draw a card, or he gets 10,000 for the turn. Oh, I just clicked on him. You hate to see it. The rest of the deck is you've got the Vegeta Super Combo. In all of Coco, I used Vegeta as a Super Combo once when I was going for game. You actually don't use them as a super combo much. You actually just use them because when you play them, your opponent drops a card. And then you KO them with Bardock's effect, so they drop a second card. And this obviously brings out Goku. Not bad. Let's see. Oh, the secret rare. My favorite secret rare in the entire game. For 1 energy, you can combo with him and destroy anything ignoring barrier. For 5 green, you can play it, and it's gonna have dual attack, triple strike, and it's got 40,000, so that's kind of nuts. Freeze a counterplay. It's a 5-drop 10k that you play from your hand as a counterplay, and it destroys anything that's 7 or less. It has to choose it. It's really good. In Coco, I used it all the time. I was KOing like Rival Seekers with it, Mirror Chains, you know. Turn 4, you go into the 4-drop Intensifying Training Goku. So this guy has Barrier and Deflect, and when you play him, if your leader card is a green Goku and you send a total of 5 green Gohans, Vegetas, Bulma, Krillin, and or Piccolo cards from the drop area to your warp, you can play the 5-drop on top of this card from a deck or a hand. So a lot of people play 4 of the 4-drop and 3 of the 5-drop, but this deck like drops a lot or bursts a lot. I'm doing 3 and 3. You can go to 4 if you want. It has Deflector Barrier. The reason, I know it's activate main or battle, but let me just show you the 5-drop real quick before I go into the battle thing. When you play him, when this guy is played, he board wipes your opponent's board, ignoring Barrier. And the permanent is for the rest of the game. Every time your opponent plays a battle card with an energy cost of 5 or less, they have to drop 2 cards. But that's only if a Son Goku of cost of 4 is under him, and only if he's in rest mode, so after he's swung. And he can't be removed by skill, so if you use your leader effect to like wipe the board, he actually stays on. The reason I think it's really cool that he can do it activate battle is like, let's say you swing with a 4-drop 20k, right? And then because you don't have... Yeah, no, but why wouldn't you be able to not have the 5-drop in hand? I don't know. Anyway, it can be done on your opponent's turn if you wanna evolve then. If you okay, so maybe you get it off life. Let's say that there's none in the deck and there's none in your hand of the 5-drops, right? And your opponent swings at your life first, you take it, and you get a 5-drop out of it. And then they try to swing at your 4-drop Goku, right? And they swing and use like a BBD super combo that's like a million attack. You can activate battle, evolve into the 5-drop, and then wipe their board. Kind of cool. Again, the deck is in the description. It is best of 3, so I do have a sideboard. The Ginyu 4-drop is really cool. You can play him for 4, and you can steal like a Sin Shenron or something. If you're playing against Sin Shenron, bring this guy in. It's an auto, so Sin doesn't get to it. If you're playing against Gotenks, this is a hard negate. Zarbon. For 3 energy, it's a 20k battle card you play, and you destroy one of your opponent's cards ignoring Barrier, and negates the attack, and then you get to grab a card randomly from your opponent's hand and discard it. This also procs Goku Power of Legend. And yeah, not a lot of negates this format, so he's really good. Blue Impulse is really good as well. If they play a card at all during your turn, you can just activate main, and for 2 energy, wipe their board. If you have a Unison, it's a 1-drop. Dark Death Ball is like a preemptive strike that's a little better. Not only does it put a 4-drop or below in the drop area instead of being played, but if you have a, what's it called? You have to have a green Unison in play, but also you KO a 1-drop on the board. You can do it for free if you have a Unison by dropping 2 cards instead of doing the energy. Burning Impact is a 1-drop counter attack that doesn't negate, but it does shuffle 2 battle cards from your opponent's drop area into the deck. If you're playing against like a mirror match of Green Goku, you can do this to get the Piccolos and Krillins back into the deck. And you can do it for free if you have a Unison card in play. The Dodoria 1-drop is a Saiyan Kaba that's green. And, yeah, when he attacks, you can take a life, and he gets 10,000 power and double strike, make it a 15k double if you want to be aggressive against certain matchups. Maybe against Samasu, you can play him. This 1-drop Dodoria is really good. If your leader card is mono green, and you have a green Unison card in play, if the battle card being played is 2 or less, it's placed in a drop area instead of being played, then play this card. I wonder if this is good against like Sin Shenron, the 1-drop balls. Discuss amongst yourselves, maybe it is. So yeah, good deck. I love Green Goku. Again, I want to go into Pilaf and I want to go into Trunks, but I don't make in deck profiles about decks that I haven't played enough. I've played Pilaf like 20 times, but I haven't even played him against a blue deck or like a yellow deck yet. So I want to get to know the matchup a little better to give you guys. I hate the idea of making a deck profile on a deck that I don't like. Not that I don't like, but that I don't think is good, or that doesn't offer anything, or that I don't know. Um, so I'm testing Trunks. So far, Trunks is not doing too hot. But if he brings something to the table that I can show you guys, I'll show him to you. Pilaf is doing really well, but I want to get to know him a little better. Same with Yamcha. What decks do you guys want to see? For the set 10 format, Goku's still really good. Samasu I think is the best, but I think Ginyu might have a good matchup against him, just because Ginyu swings so many times and none of the cards are 5 or more really that he plays. But Samasu's like amazing. Ginyu does lose to like Pilaf and Yamcha. Goku's still really good though. No one is safe in set 10. Everyone beats a few people or loses to a few people. I'm still trying to figure out who Trunks beats. But I'll let you guys know as I go along with it. I'm just testing it out. This whole set 10 format. What do you guys want to see? What would you do differently in Goku? What do you guys see here that you like? What do you not like? Let's learn from each other. Let's make the game great. There's a lot of new people. If you're new, try to pick up the best deck you can. New people, you want to show them the best deck that there is, because people stick around if they're winning. People stick around. I mean, make them learn, but I believe in, let's help new players out. Let's help the game grow. If you liked this video, like the video. Subscribe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. I'll see you guys next time.